that are put in place.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way that I see that we can bring this thing to a head is if your agency or some agency that's an enforcement agency in Utah can't give us some kind of relief, then we need to take this issue along with other issues before Congress to see can they find out some kind of...
And I think that's a wonderful idea too.
But before we go that far, we would like for you to take a look at what we're trying to accomplish and see can you offer some kind of assistance.
Well, I can look at your website, and I'm sure it's very good and it's very informative. However, the Attorney General's office still cannot do an investigation unless the case is referred to us by by a Utah state agency.
Well, we've done as much as we can to file these complaints with these agencies, and some of the documentation, other than the fact that some of the documentation they want you to notarize them. Now here we are, truck drivers running up and down the road, many of us, day in and day out, legally and illegally, trying to pacify these companies in order to make a living wage, and then when we have problems, we got to go through a process of in order to file a complaint, we have to get this complaint notarized. We have to mail it.
You have to have it notarized. You just need to get it to the right people.
Well, the documents on there say it's got to be notarized. And in today's age, an email is as a fax normally would be the same as a certified document in a sense, especially an email. And what we're asking, in essence, is that these email statements be accepted as much as a certified, as an official complaint. And if we could even get that done, and now if that's the case, these documents have already been emailed to the different agencies, including unemployment and child support in California, and even some to your department. Why? And
well, as far as I know, in our state, you can file a complaint with any Utah state agency without having it notarized. I know at the Division of Consumer Protection, where I worked before, you can fax information in as long as it's on a complaint form and you've signed it, and it's got your signature on it. It's totally acceptable.
Well, why wouldn't the email be
notarized? But if you do have to have something notarized as fast as they can and do a good job.
How long have you been with this?
I've been with the state of Utah for 6 years.
How long have you been with the Attorney General's office?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. I would like for you to take a look at the.
Okay. What is your website, sir?
It's United. It's www.uaad.
Do the work and then they don't pay you.
Right, they don't pay us a living wages. They cheat the African Americans out of a lot of money. They fire them wrongfully, and they're holding back monies illegally, fraudulently. That did not pay the agency, causing drivers to lose their license. They're in violation of DOT regulations.
Are there other trucking companies you can work with? You can work for?
I'm not looking for nobody to work for. I'm 69 years old. I just want to raise hell.
Okay, are there
racist bastards?
Seems like if there are companies that doesn't pay. If I was working for a company that didn't pay, I'd get the heck out of there so fast.
Well, I don't think that's good advice coming from you when you with the Attorney General's office. Look like you ought to advise me that you would like to work with me to see that they straighten up their acts so that they won't be
I'm
discriminated.
just saying, if I worked for a company that didn't pay me, I wouldn't work for them anymore.
Well, I think that's about the most idiotic thing a person in law enforcement could say. I used to be a police officer, and my theory was that I had the obligation to protect the rights of all people, no matter race, creed, or color. And this company is discriminating against black people, and I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right either, but I'm saying...
It sounds like you're supporting them by saying...
I don't support them. I'm just saying if I worked for a company that didn't pay me, I'd get a job where somebody did pay me.
Well, I'm not looking for a job for somebody to pay.
I know, but you're representing people who are working for a company that doesn't pay.
I'm taping this conversation, and I want to send this to you so that you can hear how illiterate you sound and how racist you sound.
I'm not racist, and I'm not illiterate.
Okay, we'll email you this conversation. Do you have an email address? Did you give it to me?
Yeah, it's let's see what it is. I don't usually get the email, so. What's the email address, Pam? UAG@utah.gov.
So how do I get it directly to you?